Hey everybody, Father Scott Vanderveer here with the final installment in our short series on the pillars of Catholic social teaching. We are in the final stretch here talking about the last pillar. The fourth pillar is the one that is paired with the third pillar. The third pillar, as we talked about in our last session, is subsidiarity, the idea that individuals should make decisions for themselves, small groups should make decisions for themselves, and everything should be decided at the lowest level of authority possible to make sure that everyone is able to be most in control of their lives. We let people self-determine what's best for them as much as is possible. Well, that is in healthy tension with its pair, which is the concept of solidarity. Everybody knows that solidarity is that feeling, one of the best feelings that humans can have when we're all united in something together. It's when we recognize that it doesn't matter if we're male or female, Jew or Greek, any kind of social class designation. It doesn't matter what our nationality is or what our income level is. We're all human beings. You know that we think of race as being a distinction of how much melatonin is in our skin or what quadrant of the world's map we come from. But really, we are all one race. It's the human race. Races, as we think of them, are subdivisions of our true race, the human race. So how important for us to remember that? How good for us to know that we are all one. We're from one human family. We're all united in what matters most. I think it's really important for us to recognize the feeling that happens when there's a natural disaster and everyone comes together. No one asks, is this mine, is this yours? No one holds back their energy, their talents, their resources. Everybody pitches in because the time has come to show that we are one. Solidarity happens in so many different ways, and all of them are ways that feel really important. Solidarity is when we send money to a far-flung part of the world to help people we will never meet. That's an act of solidarity. We're saying, I recognize your humanity. We're from the same race. We're kin. And so I send resources, maybe money, maybe aid, maybe supplies, maybe prayers to Gaza and Israel, to Ukraine, to Haiti and places where people are really struggling, to the location of the most recent natural disaster in our own country. We respond to the needs that people have. That is solidarity at its best. Solidarity also happens when we're traveling somewhere and we're somewhere far away from home and we see maybe it's a Lake George sticker on the back of someone's car. We see a New York State local college advertised on the back of a car in, who knows, Utah on a road trip. When we wind up seeing someone who's from where we're from, we realize, oh my gosh, I'm at home here. We're all connected. All of us, if we were to look at the bonds that we have, our past, our degrees of separation, as we say, we're actually just a few degrees of separation from knowing everyone in the whole world. 6 degrees is what they say. So we know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody in Nepal. You know that's true. So we are truly a human family. We're individual fibers in a huge tapestry. We're cells in a giant body. The thing that we have to remember is that the world needs for us to care about more than our little family. Mother Teresa was once asked by somebody, what's the biggest problem in the world, Mother Teresa? When you look around the world, what do you think is the biggest struggle that the world faces? And she said, the biggest struggle in the world is that people draw the circle of their family too small. They think, oh, that person's not related to me, so they're not my family. Oh, that's just an in-law. That's the other side of the family. We think, that's not a neighbor. That's somebody who's intruding in my space. Or we think because somebody has a different ethnicity, language, accent, tone to their skin, that they're other. But no, there's one human family, one race, and we are all part of it. The biggest problem in the world is when people draw the circle of their family too small. So here we go, the 4 pillars, the common good and the dignity of each individual. 2 things that are well paired together. Everybody matters, this individual one matters. Their rights ought to be listened to. Their rights can't take away from the whole. The whole can't tell this one to do something that's not good for it. This one can't tell the whole, you have to bow to my will. And then the other pair, subsidiarity, keep it local. Let me decide, or you decide. Let's not impose our will on somebody unnecessarily versus we're all in this together. We have to do what's best for others and not just for ourselves. We are connected by bonds of family, but we must not let our unity make everything uniform. We have unity but not uniformity. We have individuality yet commonality. And we make our decisions based by putting them through a test of those 4 pillars. I think this has been a really great way for us to consider how to make decisions in the world. Wouldn't it be great if our governments worked this way? That every bill that was going to pass a legislature had to prove that it was good for individuals and for the common, that it was expressing subsidiarity and solidarity. If we could do that, anything that passes all 4 of those tests, we know is good for business. Thank you for joining me in this look at the teachings of the Catholic Church.